Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of my little Suzuki GN125 project. One of the big things that I noticed this week, bearing in mind it wasn't running properly, additional to that, it's a bit of an oil leak. And yeah, it's got no oil in it, or at least it's very low on oil. To be honest, I don't really show it properly there because you do need to put the bike up kind of straight to see it, but still, you'll notice I've lost a mirror. On my re-MOT, obviously I've replaced that headlight. I had to put on the rear reflector, and with the new headlight it passed the MOT. But on the way back from the MOT, I lost that mirror and found out that I had a rear tyre puncture. So that's good fun. But I've been buying a few bits. Here's like a little rubber surround. Those kind of side covers I want to replace with like a mesh material, which I've seen on some kind of scramblers, which I think look quite cool. I've bought myself a new lock set. So there's the ignition barrel. What's that? The steering lock. And also the kind of like gas tank cover. New brake disc lock. Help with a bit of security. Replacement number plate, just a standard simple one. And then the biggest change really is the replacement seat. And I've gone with this one with this kind of diamond pattern in black. It's one of these ones from China. It's relatively lightweight, but I think it'll do the trick, especially for now. Anything's going to be better than that kind of seat with covered in duct tape. But today really it's all about kind of doing this oil change, making sure that the actual bike itself is going to be running and I'm not going to be damaging this engine. So there's the little sump plug underneath. This was a 17mm, and you can see that it's covered in oil. It's coming from the seal there, so it just wasn't. It was either not tightened up enough, or the kind of seal around it was broken. So I'm just going to replace the filter, and yep, I just dropped that in the oil. Like I say, it had some oil in it, but it was lacking oil, and it was like sludge in there anyway. So here's the filter. So a nice new one of those. And then, rather risking dropping one of these nuts again in the oil, I'm going to do this up off camera. So there's all three there, all buttoned up, lovely jubbly. And then I've got a new copper washer. And I'm going to put this back in now. And like a young teenage boy, I'm trying to stab it all over the place and I can't find the hole. But off camera, nice and easy. You've got to concentrate with these things. Now I've got tennis elbow at the moment, would you believe? So I can't even open the oil cap there, but give it a couple of little taps with a what did I use? A spanner, and it opened up. And then I put around 800 millilitres of oil there, and you can see as I stand the bike up right, it does go up to full, and it's nice clean golden oil, and the mucky stuff I dispose of correctly. I'm going to also replace the spark plug. For some reason I was holding the camera the wrong way around, so apologies for that. But you can clearly see the kind of old fouled spark plug there compared to the new one. Like I say, that oil now is grown since the kind of beginning of this video. It's probably been a couple of days in between, but we'll start her up. Checking for any more drips or leaks, and it appears to have done the trick. Just having a little play there with the choke. Bike hasn't been started for a week, so I was pushing my luck, really trying to turn off the choke already. But I'm still learning with this bike myself, so you know, it's a hot day. I was just seeing whether that would make any difference. And probably only another, I want to say 30 seconds later, I did turn off the choke, and she's idling very well, and certainly much better than what it was doing. I am still getting some hesitation on acceleration. As we see, I've got this puncture on the rear, and I have 2 new tyres with 2 new inner tubes coming next week. And then I've kind of given it a bit of a went up the road and back. Like I say, there's still a bit of hesitation once I get to around 6,000-7,000 RPM. It's not freely going around, you know. So it's either a dirty carb or something else. But I bought a replacement carb actually, so I'll be putting that on shortly. But anyway guys, this is it for today. See you on the next one.